Missed out on the latest gaming news again this week? Don't worry, Game8 information stations got you covered. Here is the biggest gaming-related news you may have missed this week. While waiting for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom to be released, Nintendo never fails to tease fans with new artwork. And with the latest character art reveals, many start speculating on the game's storyline. With Daddy Ganondorf's... Did I just say that? Excuse me. With Ganondorf's latest character reveal, many started speculating about the tears referenced in the title. In Ganondorf's character art, he seems to be wearing a headpiece and a necklace with tear-shaped gems on them, reminiscent of Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet, which many started thinking, will Tears of the Kingdom will go the same route? Tears of the Kingdom's champions artwork have also dropped, who appear to be Sidon, Riju, and Tulin all grown up. Theories have also sparked regarding these champions, with a missing fourth champion possibly Unabo. The game comes out on May 12th, so there could be more artworks and more theories to come. The list just keeps going, now with the Pokémon Company officially revealing a brand new Pokémon. The new Pokémon appeared in the debut 2-part episode of Pokémon Horizons, and is said to appear again in the new DLC of Pokémon Scarlet and Violet, the hidden treasure of Area Zero. That will be released later this year. Not much new information has been laid out other than it is not an alternate form of Terapagos, as many speculated on its initial appearance. We cannot wait until we hear more about this new Pokemon. Is it actually a brand new Pokemon? Or are they trying to keep it under the wraps that this is actually tied to Terapagos somehow? Just when you thought the League of Legends universe couldn't expand any further, here comes an action RPG called the Mage Seeker, a League of Legends story, and it's now available. Play as Silas, a spell-stealing mage who has broken free of his unjust captivity at the Mage Seeker's hands. Liberate the kingdom of Demacia from the tyranny of the Mage Seekers, who are oppressing magic-using citizens using the very same chains that once bound you. Available now on the Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC on Steam, Epic Game Store, and GOG. Been wanting to play the first 6 mainline Final Fantasy games remastered on your favorite console? Well, look no further, because the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster series is available for pre-order now for the PS4 and Nintendo Switch. And when we say remastered, we mean remastered. The PS4 and Switch versions have new features that can cater to every kind of player with different preferences. You have options to switch between the original and rearranged soundtracks, switch between the default font and a new pixel-based font that'll give you more of the nostalgic feel, and more. Each title can be bought individually or as a complete series in the Final Fantasy 1-6 bundle. And if you purchase the game for the Switch on May 25th and for the PS4 sometime between April 20th and May 25th, you will receive freebies. We don't think you should miss out on those. So many Harry Potter games, yet so little Quidditch-centered ones. Will that change this week when Warner Bros. Games announced a standalone Quidditch experience called Harry Potter Quidditch Champions? Quidditch Champions, as the name implies, will allow players to experience the Wizarding World's most famous sport and other broomstick adventures alongside friends in a competitive multiplayer setting, according to the game's FAQ. Sign up now for a chance to playtest the game, which will be playable on April 21st. Microsoft's deal to acquire Activision Blizzard has been approved. In another country, South Africa's Competition Commission announced on April 17th that Microsoft has unconditional approval to close the deal in Saudi Arabia, Brazil, Serbia, Chile, and Japan. Now, to those worried that Call of Duty may pull out of the PlayStation, not to worry. According to the Competition Commission, it has no significant concerns regarding the potential for Microsoft to make Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox, as Microsoft doesn't have the ability and incentive to do so. So far, the US and the UK have yet to approve the Microsoft and Activision Blizzard merger, with the UK handing out its ruling on April 26th and the US, well, Microsoft and the Federal Trade Commission took this case to court, but it was eventually settled. So until now, the deal has still yet to be played out. New content coming up with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, new DLC called Future Redeemed. Nintendo confirmed that the upcoming expansion will be released on April 25th via a tweet on Wednesday, April 19th. The new DLC features a new story scenario, set just before the events of the main game. We love seeing the protagonists of Xenoblade 1 and 2, Shulk and Rex, take the stage once again as they fight alongside a new protagonist, Matthew, plus some other interesting looking characters. We look forward to seeing the new story and the new battle mechanics. The Future Redeemed DLC will be available on the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion pass, which can be bought by the Nintendo Store for $29.99. Now for some Mario news. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is still hot at the box office and may even hit $1 billion. The video game movie adaptation is currently nearing $700 million, and The Hollywood Reporter said the film should crack about $1 billion before it leaves the theaters. If it does, it could possibly join the only 10 animated movies that have ever made $1 billion or more in the box office. If you don't want to consider the Lion King remake as number 1, since its photorealistic graphics can make an argument that it's not exactly animated, Disney's Frozen 2 takes the lead with $1.45 billion, followed by the first Frozen with $1.28 billion, and Incredibles 2 with $1.24 billion. And so far, only 51 movies have ever earned $1 billion or more at the worldwide box office. And with the Super Mario Bros. Movie's continued success, it can definitely join that roster. And to cap off our Mario news, the National Recording Registry has selected the Super Mario Bros. Theme to be preserved. For those of you who don't live in the United States, the National Recording Registry preserves songs that are culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant, and/or inform or reflect life in the United States. And with the registry selecting the Mario theme, many would agree that this iconic theme is definitely culturally and historically significant, not just in the US, but in the entire world. What's more impressive is that the theme has been selected to be preserved this year alongside Madonna's Like a Virgin, Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven, and the iconic Christmas song Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. You gotta admit, there were a lot of cool things happening this week. And that's all the biggest news you may have missed. Make sure to subscribe to get the latest news and for more content. This is Game8 Information Station, and we'll see you again in the next one.